Hi everyone, it's Slavomir here. Boys, girls, men's, women's, kids, seniors, teenagers, whoever you are, wherever you are, and no matter color of your skin or background of your religion, I'm here for you. It's Slavo, and it's my 23rd day, Saturday, -5, and around 3:15, and I'm heading toward my spot that is at Aker Brygge, where are several ferries parked and many actually interesting places, coffee shops, restaurants, and a lot of things to do. Generally, very beautiful. The day is, as you can see, in some places it is still bright, but not so pleasant. Wet snow. It is snow. It isn't snowing so heavily like before. Yet it does seems to be like it is kind of wet. Oh my God! What can I say? Like most of the time, I would rather do the ordinary things like everybody else, go for a coffee and shopping, than rather see people me jumping into the cold ice water here in Oslo on my canals. Oslo real. And what I gain from my own experiment and practice in every endeavor that I was undertaking, which means when I had congestion in my nostrils, I forgot what it's called, but it is a common thing happened to everybody, and that was something that I could not get rid of it. So I went to the doctor. That was in Northampton in UK, and since the doctor could not give me a straight answer when I was 28 where that came from and how to get rid of it, because let's face it, I told him I didn't have that for many years. It just happened like a year before, and it's just ongoing now process that you really feel like some days you want to smash your head against the wall, and that's the feeling. Plus you cannot breathe through the nostrils. So when he gave me that spray and he say try that, it was not sufficient for me. Many people take from the doctors everything what the doctors say from the first surface, but if I don't get the straight answer where it came from and how to get rid of it, then I'm not satisfied, because he's the one professional, he's the one who had a high education and about the health and about well-beings, and he's supposed to have the answer on those questions, and in regard of cancer also and any freaking other disease. So going back home and start searching through the internet and reading and ordering the book on the Kobo program, which I still using. This is the most convenient way for me. No Kindle actually, but Kobo. I really actually suggest anyone who loves and likes to read to go on to Kobo app and use it for downloading any book that you like. So I went there and I start reading those books and start applying and start eating salad, eliminate meat at the time, when I start understanding what's behind why people have this cancer and how to get rid of it, start to understand the basic concept why people getting that in the first place, because it is the wrong application information and wrong lifestyle that we taking everything from what society does, majority people does, and we practice the same bogus bullshit information daily applying to our life, which ain't no favor for our health and well-beings. So therefore, understanding that steroids, hormones and vaccines create problems, apart packaging that meat and laying on the shelf and adding other stuff, and how the meat is fed, what kind of artificial stuff today's, that's just on top of everything. Plus so what I gain from experiment and doing that, I gain that I have a health until today over 14 years or 12 years, I'm not sure, kind of, that I have not been ever in since that time, since I walk out and decide to take charge of my health myself and start to learn about the overall well-being and body, and how to, because I knew there must be the way for cure, right? If they study in a medical university their degree and they come up with no explanation and solution, that's not enough for me. And that's why the world we have, that we accept a lot of bullshit and nonsense, that something cannot be cured, when the books that are available all over the world telling that there are simple solutions to apply as a daily habit to eliminate and instead of cure disease, to use daily habits which forming overall well-beings in our life, and we are preventing disease. We become stronger overall, generally, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And spiritually is very powerful, because you start understand that no disease in the world will actually affect your life, because you start feeling that the universe again has your back and it has your support, that every solution is again through the creator of this universe, of this planet. Everything again is in the place. So when you apply the right principles to your life and you follow, eating certain way, thinking certain way and doing things certain way, it brings certain result, like success, health, mental, emotional conditions that are desirable for human beings, where we have a peace, harmony, love, understanding, and we don't generally feel overwhelmed over something that is outside of our ability, like the health, that, well, if we have in our genes, if we possess that, therefore we can be doomed for life and we cannot do nothing about it. And when you understand that yes, you can, and every solution you have right in the place already, that experimenting, what my process was, experimenting with the health, with the exercise, with the thinking in certain ways, brings me a certain result. And understanding the law of the nature and observe and thinking for myself, I understood when I applied certain things to my life, it was absolutely totally scientific experiment and think for myself, and prove to myself beyond shadow of doubt that I could cure myself. Like I have one leg shorter, and here on my wrist you can see that one part is lower. So I had also serious problem that I supposed to have operation with my knees, with cartridges, because there was clicking, cracking and pain. And several people who I knew undergo the operation for that. But when I learned the procedure of the science of being well and read the book how to cure yourself from the disease and how to apply certain working lifestyle, which means eating better and healthy and organic food, which means natural and raw often and no cooked, no killed, this allows you, your body, to fix and repair itself and bring it to the healthy environment that can literally do work at best, at peak, and can always, since you were born, bring you to your healthy state of being without disease. Plus mental concept to that, when you know that the power that creates this universe and the solution are there already all the time, the fruits, the vegetables, the planet, the air, the that it never harms us, that there is balance and harmony, and even know that there is plus and minus, positive and negative energy, and the same what is in people. We have a lot of natural, neutral, beautiful people who are, you know, nice, treat one another, but we have also people who smiling and like politicians and other gangster criminals who will be thriving, will be doing really incredibly in the world, yet they will use the negative power and tap to that one and will be but that power is something that we can be aware of. It's part of the universe, but we only tap into the positive power, which positive thoughts, positive affirmation brings positive and good result. So the same with applying the healthy food application daily, we prevent disease and we take in charge of our life. Basically, that is experiment for yourself and proving to yourself. It is to be very scientific about that instead of just read from the news weeks, from the magazines, from the newspapers, from television, from the mass media. Therefore we see the results of the quality of the food we have, and the result that we have that people are not getting well. Therefore it is better, because let's face it, we can see I don't have to rely on science. I can experiment for myself, and you can daily implement things and you can see the result for yourself. You can be so scientific, like someone who finished the university and is trained to think certain way and to do certain things to bring certain result for the companies, corporation that will thrive on the artificial world, like replacing breast for women, lips, removing certain organs, removing tissues, and in those kind of stuff there is huge money to be made. So that is industry, artificial industry, which is not benefit for me as a human being, which is organic and made of flesh and water, and I eat organic stuff, which is living natural plants, because I am living organic person. So let's say margarine would not make me a favor, because it is hydrogenic oil, which is plastic, which is fake, artificial, should not be in my body in the way of kind of healthy flora or other, wherever you are, in whichever country you are. So this is the science, and the science is also the one who introduced cosmetics, and everywhere where you are in the shop with the cosmetic stuff, you will see how much they are loaded with chemicals, with petroleum, and this is what science inventing, right? So what kind of science is that? That science doesn't make me any favor. Sooner or later, using all that stuff, I'm just asking for the cancer. I'm inviting that to my life, instead of take my energy away from that and be aware of it and just live as long time ago. Indian who ride the horse, he didn't have to stop and go to the shop and get some cream, sunscreen loaded with petroleum and some other bloody nonsense that you think it helps you for your money, when in fact it's the body is so strong and it's so incredible. That's why we don't see the problem so quick, so fast. But I can give you an example. You can observe your neighbor, someone who you know who's alcoholic, who he's been doing that for 20, 15, 10 years, and you see that's the same like you put the cream on the face, which is loaded with chemicals. He's gonna be loading something that not supposed to be doing, but drinking the water and live normal life and eating the natural food. but he's going to be drinking the alcohol and nothing gonna happen. He's gonna be okay. Some other guy for 20 years will be taking heroin and he will still survive, and maybe he will get out of it at some point. So that's just show you the example how you can see everybody have experienced those examples, that the people have incredible born are incredible vehicle, their body which is incredibly strong, so can be loaded and harmed with so garbage food, but eventually in many cases people life it will be expressed in diseases. So eating often McDonald's, you're gonna become a big, and your tissues, your skin become deformated, and you're going to have probably all sorts of disease. But in reality there is no many disease. You are healthy or you are unhealthy. But what was my the science of being well composed two things: thoughts and action. To be well, it is not enough for the man to only think certain way. He must apply his thoughts to himself, and he must express and externalize it in his outer life. So that's the concept behind that, and that's what I just wanted to share. There is of course a lot to say, but that's not what I came for. I came for to do my 23rd day. To move on and do what I came for. So just listening and reading from the surface and do what majority do, that's not mean what I'm doing now is something that I promote to everybody to do it, because it is hard. That's something that is beautiful, amazing, that when you eat healthy, when you drink healthy, when you avoid certain things, it is great for you to actually do something like that with mix with sauna. But no just itself, when you just eating garbage food and decided just jump to the cold water, that will just end up, you're gonna just end up in the hospital probably. Or maybe even your heart won't sustain that, survive. So do this kind of stuff. It is required discipline and preparation. It's not just a random decision, but well planned goal. Not just that jumping 30 days, that was not well planned, that just happened, but the cold shower for over 1 year and a half, that was prepared for 1.5 years. Okay. So it's snowing, disturbing the screen slightly.
I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated, Oh, jumping out of my skin, pull the cord. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, the past is everything we were. Don't make us who we are. So I'll dream until I make it real, and all I see is stars. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will glow in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible. Possible. And we'll dream impossible. I will chase, I will reach, I will fly until I'm breaking out my cage like a bird in the night. I know I'm changing into something big, better than before. And if it takes 1,000 lives, then it's worth fighting for. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will go in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible. From the bottom to the top, we're sparking wild fast. Never quit and never stop the rest of our lives. From the bottom to the top, we're sparking wild fast. Never quit and never stop. It's not until you fall that you fly. When your dreams come alive, you're unstoppable. Take a shot, chase the sun, find the beautiful. We will go in the dark, turning dust to gold, and we'll dream impossible. Possible. And we'll dream impossible.
Wow. Plus you could see the ferry nearby. Let's look around. This beautiful surrounding. Okay, so that was it. Saturday, day 23rd. I can't wait to grab a cup of coffee. I haven't had one since the morning, so looking forward to that. I'm glad everything goes great until tomorrow. Oslo, Slavo.